We are also on Weibo. Please check us out for more great videos.
She's a 5-time Academy Award nominee with a plethora of meaty roles under her belt. Now it's time to decide which one's the best. Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Amy Adams performances. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we'll be looking at the best performances to date in Amy's film career. Number 10, Amy, Her.
I think anybody who falls in love is a freak.
The mark of a great actor is when they can appear in a film for only a few moments, but still leave a lasting impression on the viewer. Such is the skill of Amy Adams. Her is the story of Theodore Twombly, a soon-to-be divorced man who enters into an intimate relationship with his new computer operating system, Samantha. Adams plays Theodore's friend and former lover, Amy, who's also testing the waters with a female operating system.
We just bonded really quickly. You know, at first I thought it was because that's how they were all programmed, but I don't think that's the case.
With just a handful of scenes to work with, Adams manages to deliver a heartfelt and layered performance, one that, if removed, would leave the film feeling incomplete.
I've just come to realize that we're only here briefly.
Number 9, Julie Powell, Julie and Julia.
It tastes like cheese sauce. Yum.
Julie and Julia is the story of two women at very different points in their lives. Adams plays Julie, a floundering call center employee who decides to cook every recipe in Mastering the Art of French Cooking, a cookbook from the 60s written by renowned chef Julia Child, played by the ever-charming Meryl Streep. One of the most underrated roles of her career, Adams is a delight from start to finish.
I have conversations with her while I'm cooking. I feel like she is there with me in the kitchen.
Asking anyone to compete against Streep is a near impossible task, but Adams still manages to turn in a strong performance that will have you laughing 1 minute and crying the next.
I love you, Julia.
Number 8, Ashley Johnston, Junebug.
I bet she is thin. I bet she's prettier than I am too.
Oscar nom alert! Adams received the first of her 5 Academy Award nominations for her portrayal of Ashley Johnston, a pregnant chatterbox with a heart of gold who wants nothing more than to be a mother. Junebug is a character piece loaded with wit and overflowing with heart, and Johnston, perhaps more than any other character, feels right at home in the world the film has created.
I was born right here, lived here my whole life. My favorite animal is the meerkat. Do you know what they are? They're so cute. Oh, I've got this little charm bracelet with meerkats on it.
Adams's performance turns what could have been just another indie dramedy into one of the best films of 2005. While she may not have taken home cinema's ultimate prize, it definitely put her name on the map in a big way.
You wouldn't put a baby girl in a brown cradle. You just wouldn't.
Number 7, Susan Morrow, Nocturnal Animals.
Do you ever feel like your life has turned into something you never intended?
After receiving a copy of her ex-husband's upcoming novel, art gallery owner Susan Morrow begins to suspect that the book's violent subject matter is a veiled threat directed at her. While the film features a number of stirring performances from its star-studded cast, Adams's portrayal of Morrow is particularly jarring.
I think that to be really, really good, you have to come from someplace inside that I'm just not sure I have.
She does an excellent job of sending mixed signals to the viewer, causing you to question whether or not you should be rooting for her or salivating at the chance to see her crumble, a feat not easily accomplished by anyone less than a seasoned veteran like Amy Adams.
You know me. I never sleep.
Number 6, Giselle, Enchanted.
Is there anybody home? Hello, please open the door!
After being banished from the magical kingdom of Andalasia and sent to New York City, Giselle must balance her newfound love for handsome lawyer Robert with her desire to return home. Nominated for 3 Academy Awards, Enchanted was a massive critical and commercial success and helped catapult Adams into the mainstream. Her performance as the fish-out-of-water Giselle is the backbone of the film.
You know, most normal people get to know each other before they get married. They date.
Hilarious, touching, and surprisingly realistic for a Disney flick, Enchanted proved to the world that Adams was a movie star who was ready to move on to bigger and better things.
Is this a habit of yours? Falling off of stuff?
Only when you're around to catch me.
Number 5, Sidney Prosser, American Hustle.
My name is Sidney Prosser and I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Oscar nom alert! Adams' 5th Academy Award nomination came for her portrayal of Sidney Prosser in this David O. Russell crime drama. Starring alongside a number of Hollywood A-listers like Christian Bale, Jennifer Lawrence, and Bradley Cooper, Adams more than holds her own. The film tells the semi-fictionalized tale of two con artists, played by Adams and Bale, who are recruited by the FBI to help them set up a sting operation to ensnare a corrupt mayor.
You're nothing to me until you're everything.
Adams is pure cinematic gold from start to finish, infusing her innate ability to craft sympathetic characters with her magnetic on-screen persona.
What do you think about that?
I like it.
Number 4, Charlene Fleming, The Fighter.
I've heard a lot about you.
Really, I've heard a lot about you too.
You know it's coming, wait for it, here it is, Oscar nom alert! Amy Adams received her 3rd Academy Award nomination for her role in this film, ultimately losing to co-star Melissa Leo. The Fighter is the incredible true story of American boxer Mickey Ward, and his struggle to become a world champion in the late 80s and 90s. Adams plays Charlene, Ward's girlfriend, and the chemistry between the two characters is palpable.
Are you married?
No. Would I ask you out if I was married? What kind of guy do you think
Happens all the time, trust me.
With her role in this film, Adams proves once again that she is not only capable of taking on tough roles, but also that she has no problem knocking them out of the park.
That's the movie you wanted to see?
Number 3, Louise Banks, Arrival.
Now that's a proper introduction.
When a group of mysterious spacecraft suddenly appear around the world, it is up to linguistics expert Louise Banks and physicist Ian Donnelly to figure out what Earth's visitors want, a far cry from the typical sci-fi flicks of the early 21st century. Arrival balances its otherworldly plot with an array of complex characters led by Amy Adams as Banks.
If all I ever gave you was a hammer,
Everything's a nail.
Her turn as a brilliant yet conflicted linguist is spellbinding, making it nearly impossible to tear your eyes from the screen whenever she's present. For any other actress, a starring turn in a critically acclaimed thriller would be cause for celebration, but when you're as consistently successful as Amy Adams, it's just another day at work.
how about we just talk to them before we start throwing math problems at them?
Number 2, Sister James, Doubt.
It is unsettling to look at people with suspicion. I feel less close to God.
Set in 1960s New York, Doubt is the harrowing story of Sister Aloysius Bovier's quest to prove that a priest carried out an inappropriate relationship with a 12-year-old altar boy. Adams plays Sister James, a teacher in the church's parish school, who first suspects that the priest is guilty.
How can you be so sure that he is lying?
Pitted against Hollywood screen legends Meryl Streep and Philip Seymour Hoffman, Adams proves yet again that she can hang with the best of them, matching their skills at every turn. Oh, and did we mention? Oscar nom alert! That's right, Adams received her 2nd nomination from the Academy for her role in the film.
Did you ever prove it?
To whom?
Anyone but yourself?
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Right? You're not a Lutheran?
Well, Ricky Bobby is not a thinker. Ricky Bobby is a driver.
From a distance, you look like a painter. But up close, there's just not much there.
Number 1, Peggy Dodd, The Master.
And this is where we are at. At the lowest level.
One last time with feeling, Oscar nom alert. If you haven't seen The Master, we recommend you stop what you're doing and watch it immediately. And by immediately, we mean after you finish this video, of course. Directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, who isn't afraid to dig into the darker side of the human psyche, the film casts Adams as the determined wife of enigmatic cult leader Lancaster Dodd.
He's been writing all night. You seem to inspire something in him.
Adams is a revelation in the role, demonstrating that she has the capability to play characters from both ends of the emotional spectrum. Her turn as Peggy Dodd snagged her yet another Academy Award nomination. Maybe one day she'll actually take home one of those bad boys.
This is something you do for a billion years or not at all.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Ms. Mojo and subscribe for new videos every day.